Hello everyone, this is Mercury Bar, and we're back to play some Morrowind. Now that the mod jam is over, the mod jam judging is over, and I have recovered from the mod jam judging, though I still haven't finished editing all of the videos. I think we have episodes 13 and 14, and then we're done. Now that that's done, we are moving on to playing Beyond the Firmament, which was a Morrowind modding madness competition entry from November 2024, so last year. But first, because of the requirements, you have to have finished the Bethamez Mage's Guild quest, and you have to be a wizard. So neither Latte nor Sosha is a wizard, and we have yet to do the Bethamez quest. However, Seeloff redid Bethamez at one point, and it is his mod of eggs and dwarves, so we will be playing through that. But first we have to get from Hola Odai to Gnisis. We also need to go to Gnisis on behalf of Melee, the sweet little Breton who runs the Tribunal Temple in the Telvanni canton of Vivec. She had us give her friend a copy of The Pilgrimage of the Seven Graces, that book, Pilgrim's Path or Pilgrim's Progress, something like that. And apparently that friend is in Gnisis and in trouble. So, and we'd also just gone and set up our diamond mine at Erengard with food and hired guards, miners, and overseer. Gave them pickaxes, so we should start seeing some profits from there. We've kind of reached, we have fuck you money at this point. There's no reason for us to do, there's really no reason for us to do anything to get us more money, so we might as well invest in enterprises and industry. Okay. Thanks, guard. You're real helpful. And I totally forgot we gave Jiub that hat. Jiub, look at me. Look at me. I know you're slightly embarrassed because your hat is awesome, but okay.
Greetings, friend. I'm up for conversation if you care to talk.
What is this? I'm not real sure what did that, but okay. Anyway. Not carrying very much junk right now. I should probably... There we go. I forget if there's a boat that goes anywhere. Oh my goodness. You will get nothing from me. Okay, let's start this again. I guess he personally hadn't hit me with a spell yet. I don't want to pay my murder fee. He attacked us free and clear. Totally fair dispatchment of the person. Idiot. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Why is there a person? Now that you have attempted to set me on fire, Are we having fun yet? Who is this?
Well, here's a fine one. Speak
Centurion
freely.
Spider Tamer. How does one tame a Centurion spider?
You're a lot more refined than most tourists I've met. I like that.
We're a tourist? Okay. Enchanted belt, sure, why not? Money, crown, chain, greaves, dragon scale shield, Nordic ringmail boots, worm mouth helmet, common pants, Dunmer leather, brown sandals, and a chitin mace. Nah. There's the other guy. Oh, Jiub's wearing that armor from Radrax, so we don't need to concern ourselves with him. Now, I never checked. Is there a boat from here to somewhere useful? Do I have any alcohol on me? There is, in fact, no boat. That's very inconvenient. So let's do... What are we close to? It'll probably take us to Belmora. Hopefully not Vivek. Belmora would be nice.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm good. One of you would get out of my way, please, so I could go catch up with this jerk. Hey, you. Alright. Let's go. Was there any reason I needed to go? Where is the... This is my satchel that has all of the powders and mincemeat I've made. And then this is my other satchel that has all of the stuff that I've acquired. What's a slowed ear look like? Okay. Alright. Am I carrying a bunch of books? No. Oh, we were gonna try and sell that, extra mortar and pestle. Because we have Grandmaster one, we don't need a master. And she is the only person other than Creeper that I think might have the gold necessary to buy it.
How are you?
Yep, there we go. Now, so that's a bunch of weight out of there. I'm carrying random stuff in the backpack. I am indeed carrying random stuff in the backpack.
May each day
Let's check in on our shop. I will no longer benefit from training. However, I will continue to progress in this skill as long as you allow me to continue practicing my craft. Okay. Okay, 75. How are we looking in here? Meh. Then I have expensive and exquisite. Okay. Oh, that's like your standard inkwell. I thought that was different for some reason. Mm. Okay, everybody come in the room so I can get out of the room. That was just a customer coming in. And then the Plague Doctor coat, which does not mesh well with some of the other stuff we're wearing. So we'll leave it there. The Visage Amazond, and the Plague Doctor mask. Anything else I can leave behind? No, I think that's it, really. Oh, we were gonna leave the Berserker potion here. We just picked it up as kind of like a here's a souvenir from Solstheim. Is there anything else? No, we were gonna use that. Oh, the slowed bitters. I just thought that was an interesting shaped bottle. And this black soul gem, which I believe you use the black ones for humanoids, sentient beings. There we go. Anything to add here? No idea. Oh, right. Next time we see Gatnass, we're gonna give him that. In your dream, a tall figure with a golden mask greeted you, saying, "There are many rooms in the house of the Master. Be easy, for from the hands of your enemies I have delivered you." It seemed that you had died, and could see yourself laid upon a table lit by candles. But with your own hands you touched the figure, and the figure drew breath, opened eyes, and rose from the table. Then the room was gone, and the world filled with light, and you awoke. You dreamed you saw yourself dead? Sheogorath, that's horrible. When you saw yourself come back to light, was it sudden and did you still look like a corpse? Were you scared? You are of absolutely no fucking help. You dreamed that a tall figure with a golden mask spoke to you, but you understood not a word. He smiled and seemed pleasant, but when he reached to touch you, it terrified you, and you tried to escape, but you couldn't move. You tried to cry out, but you couldn't make a sound. The figure kept smiling and talking, but you felt sure he was trying to cast some sort of spell on you. When you awoke, you couldn't recall how the dream ended. Okay. Can I please sleep? Thank you. Ugh, your dreams are just getting stranger, don't they? A word of advice, never mention them to my mother. She'd insist you told her everything, and then spend hours dissecting every pointless detail. Once I dreamed I was being chased by giant spiders, and she had me pray to Mephala for weeks, convinced it was some kind of message. Sometimes a giant spider is just a giant spider. Don't don't get the wrong impression of my mother. She's a good person. It's just that she cares so much about me and my mission. She can get very overprotective. All right. Let's train you while I'm in here. Let's try and improve one of your skills. Magic skills. Restoration. No time to play healer and patient. We've got stuff to do. That does not involve
Well, friend, what brings you
gadding about. Oh, we're wearing the Plague Doctor gloves. That's what we have on. Too cheap. Most of our stuff is extremely nice. I guess we still have a bunch of older goods. What can we sell? Amulet of Archay we're keeping. And Recall. We don't need that. We do need to keep Julian's ring. Amulet of the Thunderstorm. Water walking. Iliad ring. Common amulet. Common ring. In despair. Expensive amulet. Necklace of Maternal Fire. I think we've seen multiple copies of that, so I'm not particularly interested in keeping it. Ring of Divine Intervention we'll keep, just in case our magicka is like completely drained and we need to make a quick getaway. That we stole from somewhere. Wild Sty ring. Okay. Anything in here need to get sold? No. What's that? Slodic bottle. I guess I'm carrying it because it's interesting looking. Hold that. Thank you. And the Dwemer tube. What do the boys have? Jiub, until we find you an open face glass helm, you're just stuck with that thing. Or until something more interesting comes along. Either or. Some of these I have no idea why he's carrying them. Okay, you, what are you carrying? Poisoned adamantium rapier. You're not using it. We need to go throw some stuff back in the... You really don't need your warm furry shoes anymore. Do I have any of those? No. Here, you hold the Old Timer book and the Progress of Truth. Oh, we have multiple copies of that. Interesting. Okay.
I suppose there's no harm in talking? What can I do for you?
Okay. We'll actually go to the armor. Okay. I don't need the random fork or the vial of ink. Does it have weight? Yeah, that has weight. Okay. Let's go talk to Maldor.
Yes, stranger?
I should probably go
Hey,
through
came to talk.
Latte's inventory as well. Latte, what else are you carrying?
Is there something on your mind?
We do not need snow bear pelts. Or the ceramic pot. Give me that. And that. Barter. Okay, now I am overburdened. Hang on to that for 5 seconds. Thank you. We need to go back to
If
the
you need a good
shop
laugh or a tall tale.
and offload some more of this
How
stuff.
may I help you, citizen?
So I keep forgetting I need to get rid of the uniques.
Well, friend, what brings you here?
Hmm. Wait two. Wait two. Hold that. Actually, no. Give me the... Where's the drum? I just picked it up. I just took it out of his inventory. Where is it? Gold pitcher. Silver teapot. Okay. Ceramic pot there. Boots of the Swift Merchant. Okay. What else do you have? That might be of use somewhere. Jib, I think you're carrying something of mine. Oh, it was that shield that I wanted. Exclusionary mandates of the Murakite select Murakite selection. Murakite selection? All are equal. That the Supreme Spirit Akatosh is of unitary essence, as proven by the monolinearity of time. That Shazar, the missing sibling, is singularly misplaced and therefore doubly venerated. That the protean substrate that informs all denial of one is Almeri taint. that the prophet Simeon demonstrated that monothought begets proper life, that the purpose of proper life is the expungement of the taint, that the arc of time provides the mortal theater for the sacred expungement, that Akatosh's time is proper life is taint death. I only vaguely understand that. Okay. Vertical. Alt. There, that looks cool. Do you have a different pillow? Here, give me one of the big ones. I know, this is all very silly. But... Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, to the booksellers, and then to, I guess, the, um, hmm.
Latte listens.
Yes, Latte is a very good listener. I guess to the booksellers, and maybe to a random, like the Outfitters or Revere. We'll go to Revere. We have not visited Revere in a hot second. Famous Daedric weapons. There we go. What? You say these are not Daedric weapons? No, you are right. But Revere is no liar. When you wish it, Revere's fiend, demon, and devil weapons will be as sharp as fine Daedric and as light as a Netch air sac. The magic lasts a short time, but long enough to punch through the toughest armor. Revere buys them direct from the Telvanni. You cannot find any cheaper in all Balmora. Yeah, Revere, I get it. He does not actually have a whole lot of gold here. I needed to sell him and the fur. Alright. Okay. To the bookseller, then to Aldrun. I feel as though I've just awakened from a dream, a terrible dream of the sixth house. Thank you again. I will tell everyone I know how you have saved my life.
Is there something I can do for you?
Okay. I'm still getting bad dreams, but random townsfolk are not. Dorissa, books, please buy them from me. Yeah, I should have guessed that. Who's carrying what? Wow. Oh, wow, look at all these books. Back home, I can only get them from this weird old guy in Voss, and he never gets anything interesting. If you find any good books, will you let me borrow them? You don't have anything I want to read right now. That makes sense, because I... Jiub, I think you've got a bunch of really random books. He collects the sermons. That will need, that will need, that will need. Plot, plot. Probably not plot, but whatever. Dangers of reach magic. Egg of Time, definitely need that for the plot. The Friend of Giants, never heard of. The Real Meaning of Life. The Sage. Vampires of Vardenfell. Somehow we actually ended up with 2 copies of that. I mean, I'm not gonna fuss. Alright.
Please join me.
Oh yeah,
Do you want
I had
something?
hit
I
Q.
greet you as a friend. No worries. I won't hurt you. Ask
Okay.
your question.
Okay. Take all of these books. No. We'll try to sell them in Gnisis.
Is there
Is there
something I
something?
can do?
Is there something I can
What doesn't get sold in
Can I help you
Gnisis
out? Do you need something?
can get sold elsewhere. Unless Joraka like to buy them from me. Peridot, do you buy books? He does buy books. There we go.
Do you want something?
Yeah. It is a cold, clear night. Travel to Eldrun, where we will pause and then we will go on to Gnisis, I think. I'm very thirsty. Okay. Tea. We're just drinking out of the canteen at this point. Alright. Navam. Gnisis, please. And now I am hungry. We will have a century-wrapped Kwama egg. Let's see if we can offload some more of these books here. Shulky. Barter. Okay, anything else I can possibly sell to you? No. Okay. I want to say that the merchant inside the edge of the temple has more gold. Alright. Actually, let's ask this lady what's going on around here. Yes, I've heard. Alright, let's go talk to Hetman Albamuia. We lost somebody. There he is. Hetman, please. I know I've been an utter asshole in the past. Thank you. Okay. Latest rumors. The Gnisis Egg Mine wasn't closed because of the blight. I wish I knew the real reason they've been keeping the miners out of the lower levels. Please report back to me. Okay. We already have the quest from him. So we're gonna duck in here. Oh, we need to figure out what we're doing with that stuff later. We're going to pet the polar bears. Give them scritches behind the ears.
Please join me.
Who are you? There are rumors, yes. The Legion are a secretive bunch. They don't tell us anything, but we can feel it. There's a rumbling coming from beneath the earth. It's very weak up here on the surface, but I bet there's something happening in the egg mine. Perhaps Hetman Albamuia knows more. He's usually in the know about all things concerning the mine. Okay. Let's see.
Is there something I can do for you?
Not right now, no thank you. Um... Okay, I don't see what we're looking for.
Is there something I can do for you?
I could have sworn we got a journal entry. Yes. Livia is in Gnisis. Okay, so we're going to have to find... I assumed she would be in the temple, but she may not be. We may need to check, like, the trade... Not the trade house. Wherever it is that Darius has put his office for now. Looking for... You have a named twin upstairs. Looking for Livia. Actually, you might know. Olivia is in Gnisis. I remember her. I sold her some drag wax for her to visit the Shrine of Valor. I think she's lodging with the Imperials. Okay. That would make sense. Drow. I say drow. Apparently it's supposed to be dreg. I don't know. I will try and remember to use dreg, but I've been saying drow for like 100+ episodes at this point, so we'll see what actually happens. Okay. Now she could be lodging in here, or she could be actually in the fort in air quotes. I guess it is a trade house. Okay, I'm looking for Livia. Have you seen her? No. Possibly in the fort then.
How can I help you?
Fort Darius. Livia's in Nissus. Grill is staying at Fort Darius as Chaplain Ogrol's guest. Don't bother the chaplain while you're there. Okay, I don't know if we've ever seen the chaplain. Let's go poke around. Wooden door. Bunk room. Sure we've... Oh, hey, Livia.
Well met.
Hello again, Dak. Yes, I ended up starting that pilgrim, as you can see. And look what I find after visiting the first two sites. A temple shrine right here, next to the local Imperial cult altar. Guess things really are different in Morrowind. But now I have a bit of a problem. I'm planning to go to the Shrine of Pride next, and the book you brought me says that I'm supposed to bring a soul gem as an offering. But I've asked everywhere, and no one in this town sells any. I don't want to risk going all the way that way and then turning back because I didn't find anyone who sells them. What should I do? I don't think you have a grand soul gem, but thanks for the offer. I'm sure I do, but it's in a pouch. Let's hope she gives me that again. We're not using them for anything. Oh my, this is too much. How can I ever repay you? Now I can head for the Shrine of Pride.
I see you have great understanding.
Okay.
Welcome.
That is a very narrow bunk room for recruits. Alright, let's see. Off to the egg mine we go. It is actually right up there, but I don't think we're going to be able to parkour our way up, so the long way round.
Is there something I can do for you?
Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, pickaxe. Can't be caught stealing it. Sad day. Alright. Down, down into the deep. Can we pet this crab? I want to pet this crab. You pet this crab. And this, yeah, I can see why they were complaining about the ground shaking. Mind you, we've been in here apparently. I don't remember this.
Will die.
So. Yes, we've had trouble here lately. The earth has been shaking and the Quama don't like that. We don't like it. It's the ruin, the Dwemer ruin down below. Betham, as they call it. Wish I knew what was going on there, but it's too dangerous. Some of us climb down to do some digging, but none of us can deal with the Dwemer Centurion. Someone else will have to go down there. Someone who's a capable fighter, or who knows how to sneak past. Okay, sounds like us. Lower egg mine. Okay. Yeah, I have trouble finding the queens in egg mines because I'm useless. So, let's see. Greater night eye. Or night eye. Why greater? We don't need it up here, but we will probably need it down here. Okay, who the heck? There's probably either a rat or a Quama. I think there's a rat. I'm peckish. I'm also stuck on the fucking furniture again. I hate this. Motherfucker. It's not what I intended to do at all. Well. There are certain parts of this that it's very hard not to get hung up on, like, sticks and stuff. That's not at all ominous. Jiub, I need whatever it is that's buffing your health because you haven't healed all the way. And I need you to before we go in there. Yeah, and then Julian, same deal. Pretty sure. Maybe not. Oh. Helps if I click on the right one. If I later hear that Edwina's riding around on a giant Dwemer robot thing, crushing people and laughing maniacally, I'm blaming you, okay? Okay, sounds good to me. Here. That's fortifying health. That's fortifying your health. Okay. Alright, now everyone is... Actually, maybe? Let's rest for 1 hour. Alright, everyone is completely up to speed. Come on, don't be like that. There. He's got one too many rings. Chameleon. Let's take the frost shield off you. Okay. Okay. Is Latte back there? Where's my favorite furry friend? Latte! Latte!
Is there something on your mind?
Here, you can have the ring that gives the frost shield. I don't know why you would need it, but you can have it. Okay. Well, that's a bitch and a half. Hmm. Scrap metal. I think we can kind of... trying to get over to that desk. Jolen's like, be careful. Dweemer amulet. Nice. Ah, fuck. Well, it could have been better and it could have been worse. Here's a lantern. Ash salts. Bolt. Damn it. I had this problem the first time I played through this. She's just a little too tall.